Hello, and welcome to Subscriptions Talk for books coming out July 18th, I believe. Kind of a mix here. I mean, some books just I wasn't a fan of at all, and others I love them. So, hopefully I can voice my opinions properly, because I'm still a little confused myself. As always, I ordered these from least favorite to most favorite, so let's just start out with this Wolverine 309, released after Wolverine 310. That right there should have told me that I just should have been, not enjoying this. I think I may have enjoyed it if I would have been more familiar with the character. It's kind of a backstory of an old, I guess he was an X-Force character. It must have been Volume 2, because I never ran into him in Volume 1. His name was Elixir. His powers fail, and he had healing powers, and then he also became aware that he has destructive powers as well. But his powers fail as he tries to heal these mutants who lost their powers. I believe after House of M, the story takes place after that. And then they come across Meltdown as an old man, and, Wolverine talks about how he saw him die and everything. And then Elixir gives the sickness that he took from the other people he tried to heal it back to Meltdown. I didn't like it at all. It was $4.99 for this book. That right off the bat made me really mad, because I would not personally have paid $4.99 for this book. I don't even want to talk anymore about this. That's how much I'm not a fan of that book. Making an unusually low appearance on Subscriptions Talk is Fables. And this is Fables 119. It's the 6th installment of the Cubs in Toyland storyline. Right off the bat, this cover is unbelievable. It's not your normal Fables, lighthearted, a lot of multicolors cover. It's very dark, and there's a lot of symbolism here with the lady up there, which I believe is the princess or the queen, because story opens and she is just gone mad. The tiger with the monocle is being tried for attacking the state, I guess you could say, and she sentence him to death, and then because she's hungry, and that's the thing, that there's nothing to eat there, so they feed upon the tiger, and upon eating a piece, she says she doesn't like raw meat, so they want it cooked. Well, there's no trees that grow in Toyland, so she demands that some of her followers, some of the wooden toys, be burned so they can cook the next piece of meat. Unbelievable. And then, after that, though, it kind of just got confusing to me, because the injured brother is searching for her, but he's just talking to somebody. Nobody. He's just talking. It's just a little weird. And then the backup story with the Oz backup story, somebody throws a lollipop at the Emperor and says, now he's worth 3 lollipops, because the ending of the last issue, they put a ransom out for him, or a hit out for him, with a payment of 2 lollipops. It was alright. I hope the next one will delve into it a little more, because I was honestly confused. It's been a while since I read though. This is only, monthly, so I don't know. I hope the next one will explain something to me. Another one I'm kind of bummed out about that it's this far down is Infernal Man Thing, 2 of 3. Right off the bat, though, cover is unbelievable. I saw this cover and then next week's cover, and if I would have seen these before I got my tattoo, I may have gotten one of these instead, because these are just unbelievable Man-Things. They're just incredible looking, beautiful art. Issues goes right along with kind of what I said about the first one, is it's not really about the Man-Thing that much. It's more about the writer. And there's a couple gorgeous scenes in here where he's conquering his demons, and Man-Thing appears, and there's a scene where Man-Thing's wearing a shirt, and that kind of threw me off right away. But even if I wouldn't understand the story at all, the artwork is phenomenal enough that I would never, regret getting this, because the inside it's just gorgeous artwork, and they reprint the old story that this is kind of an interpretation of. Well, this is it's taken to a different level. They reprint the old Man-Thing in the back, and I love Man-Thing, so although I have those issues, it's nice to read the reprinted, different colored ones. But not much to say about this other than that. It was a good book, but it wasn't phenomenal. And, basically this is just for the art and, the character. I hope there's another Man Thing series or something, because I haven't seen him in Dark Avengers, and, this is kind of the only Man Thing fix I'm getting, and it's not doing it for me. This is X-Men number 32, and first off, I just want to say that these covers have been killing it. The past 3 covers of these have just been phenomenal, where they have these, kind of geometrical designs with the characters there. Just blow my mind. And I don't really know who this guy is right there, but we'll just let that be. It starts off, the ending of the last issue had the man running towards, I think it was some city in Canada, and as he was running, he was growing taller. Well, Psylocke contacts him mentally and stops him, and he actually shrinks down, and they bring him aboard their ship. And they actually give him an X-Men shirt, which made me laugh, because, he is a mutant. It's found out that he's over 665 years old, but he only speaks Russian. So, Colossus, obviously, is sent in to talk to him, but it's like some old type of Russian, and he calls his sister in magic to figure it out, because she knows that. And it's found out his name is, Ister, I think it was? Ister or Isler? One or the other. It means, like unstoppable, or not unstoppable, but like a river runs through, or something like that. It's found out that they had a colony of their type of mutants, and they lived in this colony until the plague hit. And then the humans started dying, but the mutants weren't affected, so they started killing the mutants. And they threw them into a big mass grave, and then they were eventually dug up, and they were being cloned in a lab by this guy. Storm's still hiding everything from Cyclops in this, and it's getting pretty thick. Colossus isn't happy about that she's hiding everything from Cyclops. Ister actually thinks that his sister is dead, but it's shown in the book that she is being, perfected by the scientist in the lab. And upon trying to remotely shut down Ister, Psylocke tries to save him by entering his mind, but gains all his memories. And the final panel shows her crying and seeing everything that's happened to him and everything that's going on. And they're heading out to take care of him. So the next issue should be phenomenal. There wasn't any action in this. That's the only reason it's not higher in the rankings of this week's subscriptions. But it's definitely building. It's building up to something great. And I hope it's as good as I'm expecting. Daredevil 15. I heard a lot of good reviews about this book, and although I did thoroughly enjoy it, I think I was led to believe it was going to be a lot better. I think I built it up too much for myself from hearing others talk about it. The story is, at the end of the last one, he was caught by the Latverian police as he was trying to escape Latveria when Doctor Doom captured him, and he has no senses at all. He's in complete sensory deprivation, and it's found out that Doctor Doom wants to study his brain so he gains his radar sense. Even though he has that complete sensory deprivation, it's like his body is compensating and he's gaining different senses back, and then he escapes. And there's a couple gorgeous scenes where he's trying to see where he's going and trying to figure out and get his senses about him. And they end up capturing him. That Judge Dredd character's in this, and I still don't understand what he's doing. But he's just like a police officer almost. But as they capture him, his Avengers card was activated. So Iron Man comes and saves the day right as they're about to kill him. It's found out that he has microscopic bolts in his brain, and that's what's causing the sensory shutdown. And then Iron Man says that he needs surgery from one man. Only one man can do the surgery, and my guess that will be Hank Pym. But only time will tell. But very good issue. It was a great book though, because it kind of went back to the roots of a superhero book. That's what it reminded me of. It didn't touch a lot on other subjects. It just reminded me of a superhero book, and I really enjoyed it. Justice League number 11. This would have been a lot higher. It may have been the pick of the week if I wasn't kind of confused, because I actually this is the first issue I picked up of this, because I just somehow learned of the Shazam story, the secondary story coming in. And I'm a huge Shazam fan, and then seeing Black Adam was also unbelievable, but we'll get back to that. But I was just confused, although I could get it because it was the story was welcoming, because the team isn't really clicking yet. They're all still fighting with each other, which leads me right to one of my favorite parts of the book, which is Wonder Woman is taking off, going by herself. She's going to go take care of the villain Graves, I guess, by himself, or find Trevor or something. She had to do something by herself, and the Green Lantern stopped her with like a force field, and she just shattered the force field, and then they started fighting, and it was unbelievable. She just destroyed Green Lantern, and then Superman tried to stop it, and she just blew him away too. Unbelievable. I mean, I think I'm going to jump on Wonder Woman's own series after this. Because, I mean, I forgot how much I liked Wonder Woman. I saw her in a lot of things, and I liked older Wonder Woman, but I wasn't sure how I'd feel about the new 52 Wonder Woman. But they end up going to the Valley of the Souls, and every hero is seeing different, like, dead members of their family and whatnot. And then at the very last panel, Wonder Woman sees Trevor, I think it is. Like I said, I was kind of confused. Hopefully I get back into it. But the main part, the ending the Shazam story, is it's a different aspect of Billy Batson. He's a rebel. He's stealing stuff. He's trying to steal cars. And but at the beginning of the story, Black Adam is just there, just ripping shit up. And I'm a huge fan of Black Adam, so I love seeing Black Adam anytime. And I'm trying to get the back issues of these so I can get the rest of Shazam's story. I probably shouldn't have read this until I did that, but I don't know. I was excited about it. So, I mean, hope for the best. The last scene of the Shazam, he's at the Ancient Tomb, so he's probably going to get the power of Shazam the next issue. Blue Beetle number 11. This competed for the pick of the week for one reason, and that's the man right down to the bottom there. That is Booster Gold. I love Booster Gold. I hope he gets his own ongoing again, even though I'll probably be the only one that buys it. But it starts out, and Booster Gold comes in, he's defending Blue Beetle on the screen. On TV, and then he says he wants to meet him. So then Booster Gold actually sets him up when he comes to meet him, and because Booster Gold is from the future, he knows that he looks like a Scarab warrior, so he starts fighting him. And then eventually he's stopped by a little Mexican lady who speaks Spanish, and because she heard Blue Beetle pray in Spanish, she stops Booster Gold. And then he says, meet me to prove your worth, or prove that you can be in the Justice League International, prove to me you're not the Scarab Warrior. And I guess that's going to happen in Justice League International Annual, which I don't know. I don't know if I'm picking up yet or not. But at the end, it's found that Paco has the Blood Beetle. Like it's like a Blue Beetle type thing around his heart, and upon touching it, he turns into the Blood Beetle. So the next issue is going to be Blue Beetle versus Blood Beetle, and I hope Booster Gold's in it, because anytime Booster Gold's in something, it's better. Personally, I think that. Not a lot of people do, but love that book. And that definitely would have been pick of the week if this wasn't so epic. I feel like all of these titles are, like, I just have a sense of greatness about it when I read these AVXs. There's something, I feel like something drastic is going to happen every issue, and it does. It starts out with Namor attacking Wakanda, and Hope and the others are being transported to Kunlun. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but it's like Iron Fist's home where Kung Fu is created. Beautiful scene where Namor just snaps Red Hulk's arm, just like with nothing. It blew my mind. There's a wonderful page where all the Avengers are coming after him. Eventually, though, they end up taking out Namor, and he falls, but his force leaves his body, and it enters the other four of the Phoenix Five, so now I guess it's the Phoenix Four, and they become stronger. And then Charles comes and gives Cyclops an ultimatum and says, stop it or I will stop you. And Cyclops basically says that if you could, you already would have. So I can't wait to see what happens in round 9. This is my pick of the week. Great cover there. I wonder if Namor's going to play into the story anymore. I'm not sure. But, we'll find out. Like I said, some books here I wasn't a fan of. Some confused me. But AVX ended up pulling it out for pick of the week over Blue Beetle, although I loved the Blue Beetle this week. I'm trying to get I completed a run of mine this week, so I'm going to try to get a video up of that today. Hopefully I do. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and remember, have a great day.